Well, people, it's all about trying to kind of steady it a little bit today. We are doing well. Without spoiling anything, we're doing very well in the league, but three very, very tough games to start off with. And of course, three other games which are going to be equally as tough. We're in League 1 now. If you haven't seen the last ones, you should know that by now. Business, in terms of games, to be done. As yes, people, welcome back to episode number 4 of season number 3 of this Grimsby Town FIFA 23 Savers. Before we say anything, I'll take the spoilers off, and thank you guys for 8,000 subscribers. This was hit last time yesterday, but of course, I record a day in advance, so I'm only just seeing this in real life for now. Thank you so much for hitting that milestone. It means the world to me, and of course, it is building up this MWS army. If you want to be part of that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and secure your place in it, as we are going to keep on going with this. You guys subscribing makes me want to make more of this content. As, on the topic, if you haven't done, please do consider hitting that button. It helps us immensely, and of course it'll help you if you've seen the last videos, as the spoilers are on screen right now. We sit second in this division. Absolutely brilliant so far. 2 defeats, and we're on the back of Barnsley. But as I did say, difficult games, as this is the second time I'm actually recording this video. So, I'm going to be playing Millwall away at the Den. We've got Coventry at Blundell Park. We've got an away trip to Portman Road, although not doing too great in the league. Ipswich is going to be a difficult game. As then after that, Port Vale, Exeter and Cheltenham Town. So it doesn't really get any easier, to be fair. Everyone's a decent team in this one, but the first 3 games are teams up here. So I think we'll be playing these. Very interested to see how these can go for us, as we're going to be playing with the main squad as well. One change, as Cullen's gone on international duty. I'll put him at the back. 2 injuries can go first. As Allsop's in goal, Mishiafete, Jasper Moon, Goodwin, Maleef, Walsh and Glennon. I'd like to change the centre-back, Moon, because he's tired. But we can't do that. Anderson's not sharp at all. As Eccles, Clifton and Reggie Stone sits in the attacking midfield position, with Dan/Liam Cox up front, next to Caden Jackson. Last episode, all about him, was absolutely immense, as he plays his former team today as well in Ipswich, who released him last, of course. As this Millwall challenge is what we've got to focus on first. 1 game at a time, away at the Den. As the team we're going to be facing here is Mason Bennett, Aleofe, I think that's how you say his name, Isaac anyway, the player we tried to get so much on loan at us in League 2 last time out, with Zian Fleming behind them, Simon Rain, Billy Mitchell, Murray Wallace, Alex Mitchell, Jake Cooper, Hayden Muller, Ryan Leonard and George Long in goal. It's a good Millwall team, as 3 minutes in, Leonard gets this ball over the top to him. Jasper Moon has to put his head where it hurts. Can see Millwall coming out all guns blazing for this one, actually, because they really do need it. Not that they've dropped off, but we're doing well, as Dan Cox needs to get that ball through. It's a brilliant one on to Caden Jackson. He's tried to power it and powered it wide. After the heroics he was pulling off last time out, that's a gutter, as Mishiafete got to be good in the tackle here, and he is. Say he's the lowest rated at in the starting 11, should I say, at the moment. Very well done, as that ball's out of play. Couple of shouts on the right back option, maybe getting someone potentially in instead of him. Of course, Otaskani's back from injury as well in a couple of months' time, so it's difficult with his right wing back at the moment, but he's doing okay. As Dan Cox, that's not a good tackle, but he gets back up to give it out to Efferty. Chance to whip it in. Reggie Stone is arriving, or just waiting, should we say, as Dan Eccles, or Josh Eccles, should I say, calling him Dan as well now, with an attempt, as that's just in front of Jackson. It is going to be, of course, a corner ball right here. Reggie Stone gets good power on it. Dan Cox at the near post. He's up for it as it falls to Josh Eccles. Jasper Moon, straight at his man. That's sat up as well, looking like a really good chance. There's a ball through the middle. On to Caden Jackson here. He's got a long way to shoot. He's hit the inside of the post. Reggie Stone jumps highest and still doesn't get there. What a big miss that is. Really should have had a goal there, to be fair, as now Alex Mitchell Maybe trying to run them out of the defence a little bit. We're standing strong here, or trying to. Has it straight through the middle. Rain on to Zian Fleming, who goes out wide. It's an end-to-end game. Millwall trying to get running. Jasper Moon with the read. A horrific challenge on him. Of course, you expect a little bit of aggression at the den as Caden Jackson into the path of Dan/Liam. Holds it back. Chips it over the top. Glancing header. Wasn't a great glancer as well as Mishiafete. Ball's just gone past him. Trying to read it, and we do. As here he is to run forward as well. Straight into Dan Cox. Can he try and get this back out to the man on the overlap? There we go. Mishiafete now with a chance to whip it in far, but it's not a great one. Jake Cooper with an easy read. It looks like an end-to-end first half, but no goals in it. There we go. There's the whistle. We'll keep on going. Reggie Stone across here as Harry Clifton gives it into Anthony Glennon. Back into Harry Clifton. Can we try and make it a bit more of a get up and go second half? We've got a ball through there. Straight on to Dan Cox on the angle. Tries to get his shot off. And oh! He's managed to pass it in. We do take a lead. And it's the youngster, Dan/Liam. Just fits it in. And we have a goal at the den. He's even celebrating in front of the Millwall fans. If he makes it out of this stadium unscathed, he's a lucky player. I tell you that for sure. He's managed to just pass it in the back of the net. A deflection off the defender. The pass past ex-Hull goalkeeper George Long makes it the Mariners 1-0 up. That is very lucky as a dodgy touch as well. Gifts the ball into Anthony Glennon and Caden Jackson. Is this going to be a great half for us? That's a horrific challenge. And it's Sheen. I'm sure he's already on a yellow. And he has his marching orders. They've been rough in this game, Millwall. And they are going to get punished for it even further. A red card and a free kick in a very decent position. Reggie Stone is standing over it. 72 free kick accuracy. It looks like he is the best as well as a man laid down as well. That's a funny thing to see. Can we get the power on this? Looks kind of decent from Reggie Stone. Straight into the wall though. Still, we're against 10 men now. And we've took this second half by storm. That's a quick turn. Reggie Stone again from the same position. What a save from the goalkeeper Long. Come on, Mariners. Let's take the most of this, shall we? A ball in at the near post. There was a man waiting there for it as well, as we need to get this with Josh Eccles up the field. We do. We've got to make the most of this. Can we double this advantage? Just get at them as Harry Clifton winning the ball far forward up the field as well. Here we go. Reggie Stone gets the pass into him again. A good tackle though. And now they're going to try and come away with it. Pressure on Harry. Come on, up the field we go. Just try and go up the field to put the pressure on, and up the league will go if it stands like this. It's a huge result as here he is, Clifton. He's coming off in a minute for Giabi. Into Josh Eccles. Fires from range. Gotta be handball. We never get him given. And the last couple of minutes as there's the whistle. What a win that is for the Mariners. A 1-0 win at the Den against what should be, definitely on paper with them players, a championship club, is huge. Unless Blackpool have won 2 games in a row, we will stay second. Courtesy of Liam Cox's lucky goal. Stunning showing from us, as I think that'll do us league position well. Not as team. We're quite tired as we are top of the league. We're top of League 1. We never got to the top of League 2. Never mind League 1. As of games in hand gone ahead, they have. Everyone's played the same. And we are second for it. A win and a loss for Barnsley will take us above them. We're now above Blackpool as Leeds United not happy with Giabi's game time. Hard to switch the squad with the way we're doing. Come at the wrong time as that message, as I think I'm going to go with the entire same squad. Maybe get Cullen on the bench. For Cameron, I'm thinking. Yes, he's of course a brilliant player. But Maguire-Drew just possesses pace, can play in the pivot and can play up front. So yes, Innes Cameron, when he gets his chance, has to really impress because Dan Cox is stepping up. And of course we've got Cullen back as Coventry. Josh Eccles as ex-boys. How's it going to go? We're going to play this one as well. As the Coventry lineup, Matt Godden is in goal. Tyler Walker, not in goal, of course, up front. It's back to front. Tyler Walker up front with him, with Jamie Allen. Midfield with Casey Palmer and Ben Sheaf. Look at that rating on him. Very good player. With Jack Burrows at one wing back Ramos, Rose and Conte as the defenders, with Julian Da Costa and Ben Wilson in goal. Surprising move for me as well. I just did check the bench. Victor Gyökeres is on it. He's not left Coventry. At 76 rated. That is just weird how they've not played him against second place. Maybe teams think we're going to slow down. I'm telling you, we're not. We're playing brilliantly. And I'm optimistic as Mishia Fete is one of those. The lowest rated player is playing really well at right wing backs. They have managed to get the ball though. Matty Godden going backwards. Putting the pressure on them upfield though. Josh Eccles here against his boyhood club as we didn't get that challenging right. And it's fallen into Matty Godden. Touch from Jasper Moon's decent. But still they have the ball coming forward. Can we get there with Goodwin? We do. What an addition this guy's been. Yes, he's not had every game perfect. But you don't want every player being perfect. So we've only conceded 10 goals all season. That is amazing. And I think that is up to Ryan Allsop. The saves that he's pulled out. As that was going towards Cox again. Maybe I just do call him Coxie because I've got his first name wrong for that long as Josh Eccles. He's going to get that ball around the side into Harry, but he just can't touch it correctly. And we've given it away. Goodwin trying to come back and get that, but that's a brilliant ball through onto Jamie Allen. We're coming across with Walsh. They've got the pass off into Tyler Walker. And what a save from Ryan Allsop. That is what I mean from our goalkeepers. Can we move back to front? We're going to try and look for Coxie up front, but Reggie Stone, not the greatest ball. Almost half an hour into this one now, and Harry Clifton into Reggie. As now Eccles, that is a horrific challenge from one of his ex-teammates, of course. As now gets the ball out to Glennon. What can he do right here? Tony Glennon gets the ball in. Reggie Stone, Josh Eccles, Harry round the side. Men in front of him is going to go alone. Testing the keeper. As elsewhere, it is Burton versus Forest Green. That's a big playoff game as it stands. And Forest Green winning it as Harry Clifton again getting it. He's testing his luck, his captain Harry. Really going for it as there's only 10 minutes left of this half. I've got to say, I think Coventry have been a little bit better than Millwall, missing the big chance of the game so far. They've been the better as the ball over the top. That's into Matty Godden. A run around him is a good one. Walsh with the tackle. It still falls back to them and Goodwin. Goodwin Malif with a brilliant read as it's into Reggie Stone right here. And Caden Jackson get running. We'll hoof that over the top. Yes, it's a weird way of playing all the time. Is the top over the top ball because it shouldn't really be in this FIFA, but Caden Jackson's a danger with it. Still, we've lost it. And still, it remains goalless at the break. Josh Eccles on the ball right here. He's going to give it out to Mishia Fete, and he's actually going to lose that ball in the middle. Tyler Walker playing 1-2s with Matty Godden. Still haven't got there, but eventually have. Jasper Moon through on to Josh Eccles. Harry Clifton. Dan/Liam Cox running forward. And Jackson round the side. Here is Dan Cox into Mishia Fete. We'll lift that one in. Into Caden Jackson. And not a great header that one. And Mishia Fete to take this throw in right here into Jasper Moon. We'll pass this one into Harry Clifton. Now Caden Jackson. Jackson out wide into Glennon. Almost an hour gone. Still got the ball here. Caden Jackson not getting that pass off. So half an hour left. Maybe some changes to be made. Of course, we've got Liam Cullen on the bench. He can be a bright spark, experienced at this level. And spark, I meant to say, not mark. We've got to keep on going with the team we've got on the field at the moment. That was Mishia Fete making that run around. Can he try and deliver a good cross into the box this time? He tries. Not really forced a corner. Can we win that? Jackson does. Reggie Stone. Harry Clifton. Two men in the way to block it. It's now Walsh. Oh, not a great pass into Glennon as well, who's coming off in a minute. Trying to save Gleno some minutes as we need to get a tackle in with Walsh. We don't do that though. And Coventry still have the ball here. It's been a tight game to say we could potentially get top of the league. We're not really doing it here as we're chasing the ball across the field. Block. Allsop get there. He does. Prevents the corner as... Hate to sound pessimistic, but I'd settle for a point. Into the final 10 as Matty Godden out wide with the ball here. Tried to get the pass around the corner. We've managed to read it and pass it out. There we go. That's brilliant passing. Look at the run over the top from Liam Cullen just off the bench and back from Wales. But just couldn't get on the end of that. It looks like it's going to be a 0-0. Giabi with the read. Cullen with the run in front. He's stepped into his man a bit too much. As hang on. Not a great pass back, but the referee saved them with the whistle. 0-0 with Coventry. I think they'll be the happier with the league position, but still I'm relatively happy. Yes, it's not the win to close the gap on Barnsley, but it's another point. And let's keep the ball rolling without defeats. Yes, the gap is now 4, but still, we've got a gap over Millwall, Blackpool and Mansfield, who are doing well themselves, to be fair, but no one do better than us. No one doing better than us, should I say, at the moment. We are on absolute flames, and I love it, as we're going to go into Ipswich next. As off the back of a draw, do we change it massively? I don't think we really do. Maybe Cullen starts from the off over Dan Cox, but Dan Cox is playing well, so probably not, actually. We'll keep him in. We can't kick Caden out against his former club. It's going to be a big one for him, as that is the team that we're going to be playing. We're going to Portman Road, one of the most difficult to go to, I would say. They're not doing too great themselves, and we're going to make sure it hopefully stays that way. As here's the team that we're going to be facing. It's Kyle Edwards up front. If you cast your minds back, got thrashed 4-0 in season number 1 by these. As Adame Al-Kouaikibe, Cameron Humphreys, Pinchute Kamata. What a signing that is from Plymouth. There's Leif Davis, Luke Wolfenden, George Edmondson, Cameron Burgess, Wes Burns, and Nick Hayes in goal. It is a solid team, and it's going to be a solid outfit to try and beat right here, as Harry Clifton dribbling with the ball. That's not really great, that is it. It's gone straight through to Pinchute Kamara. Got to try and chase these down here from the start. Wes Burns, we know he's a dangerous, or you should be clued up if you know your League One stuff. He's a very dangerous wing-back going forward. There's Joe Walsh with the read, onto Josh Eccles. Through the gap onto Dan Cox. Can we get Jackson involved at the moment? He does use him as a dummy run, does Reggie Stone, as he fires a beautiful goal in the bottom corner. What a goal from Reggie, and he's going to be doing the playing FIFA celebration right there. What a strike. Look at this. Caden Jackson, a brilliant dummy run, we've got to say. Opens the gap up, shot on the angle, and off the post and in. No goalkeeper saving that. Phenomenal finish, that one, as we're chasing this ball down through the middle. Cameron Humphreys has managed to actually slip past us a little bit here. Tried to get a tackle in, but still they've got the ball around us a little bit. Jasper Moon coming across to try and block this. It's in the middle, and Goodwin with the eventual block. Dan/Liam Cox cannot get that away. Coxey, should we call him, as they've tried to just flick that round the corner. It's saying a captivating league chase. Possibly for us, as we're going to get the ball over to Jackson against his former club. Chests it down, volleys it over the top. Very unlucky, as Jasper Moon with a pass into Mishia Fete from an offside free kick into Reggie Stone right here. I can't believe that strike. He's had a brilliant start to the season as well. Same as Efferty, as that's a ball slipped in behind. Can we try and slip around? Not really. A good read from the defender, as Mishia Fete committing a foul and getting rounded, but Jasper Moon's there on the overlap. That's the good thing about wing-backs. It's not working for them so far, as not using them. Passing in field, and Clifton with the read as Gleno. Not a great pass. We have actually been dominated on possession. That stat is right by Ipswich. It's been all them on the ball, but no shots, as they've got a chance maybe here. Walsh, oh, dodgy pass across the back. But it has somehow worked out as Anthony Glennon to get running. Reggie Stone in the middle with Liam Cox, as we're going to try and flick that on. Gleno not good with his passing today. Unfortunate for him, as Josh Eccles. That's straight into Jackson. Look at Reggie Stone go. He could be on for a brace in this first half. It's Reggie Stone 1-on-1 with the keeper. And he's not missing that one. 2-0. The youngster is unstoppable when he wears that turtleneck skin. Brilliant run through the middle. The turquoise boots just hammering it past Hayes. It was left 1-on-1, and there was no chance he was missing it, as Cox to slip away from his man. Not a great pass through, but still I'll take this at half-time. It's adding to the pain of Ipswich's season already, which hasn't gone their way, and adding to the glory of ours so far. 2-0. Come on, let's keep it going in this half, shall we, as Goodwin Malif passes through the middle. Josh Eccles going to fire that over the top right there, as he's going to fire it in the middle. Caden Jackson, brilliant header one. And Dan Cox going for the first time header, not worked out for him. Still is having a great game as we're coming across to get this one. Jasper Moon almost does, still fighting for it back as they've passed it in. Come on, we've got to make sure they don't get back into this game in this half. A good read in the middle Now on to Coxey as he's got Caden in front of him. Is he going to reach him? He is. Gleno making the overlap again. That's a brilliant one from Anthony Glennon. Cutting back into Caden Jackson. Opens his body up. Good save. Very good save as we're chasing this around the park. Into Kyle Edwards. Lifted over the top. That's a good ball, you know. We've got to read this one, and Goodwin does. Very good read. I'm just going to stop making that joke, actually, as Josh Eccles tries to pass it around his man and does here. Dan Cox fizzing it forward into Caden Jackson. He's got the overlap of Reggie Stone on a hat-trick. Going for the over-the-top ball again. Might fall to him. Almost does. Despite all the possession from Ipswich, I've got to say we have definitely been better in terms of getting even a shot on goal. I don't think they've done that yet, as subs still not coming through. The ball's not going out of play as Efferty just hits Leif Davis. I think they still might have Matt Penny on the books, who's a good left wing back. I mean, I've said that after just signing one, as Walsh running away, get his shirt pulled all the way, but he's still going to go with it. Caden Jackson round the corner. Not managed to keep hold of that one. Wes Byrne. Just whack it out. We'll take that as the 3 subs made. Giabi's one of them. On to Reggie Stone, who's on a hat-trick and is allowed to run on the outside here. Reggie Stone! That seals it in the last minute of the game. That seals it. Reggie Stone's going to kiss the badge, the Grimsby badge. The youngster through and through gets his first career hat-trick at Ipswich, at Portman Road. What a ground to get it at. Away from home as well. Our number 12 is special. Brilliant result this one, as the final whistle goes straight away. A 3-0 demolition job of Ipswich. We've done it at the Den. We've done it at Portman Road. Cause a trouble at Blundell Park with Coventry, but we keep it up. Delighted with it, and it shows we can do it out of possession. 1 point is the gap now between us and Barnsley, as we've only lost 2 games all season. It's the opposite to how the last 2 seasons have gone, as we move into Port Vale, the first simulated game of the 3. As Port Vale, this is where his squad rotation probably kicks in a little bit, although it is fully fit for this one. Probably rotate it for the next one. And I am going to actually try and satisfy a couple of players down here in this list. Maybe put Cropper on the bench for Headley, because Headley will start the next one. Put Cameron back on the bench there. I'm going to keep Cullen on it. And Kilger, no, Anderson isn't fit himself, so why would I make that change? He'll probably play it in the Papa John's Trophy. As, how is it going to go? Port Vale at Blundell Park. These are down there in the league. Ellis Harrison's a dangerous striker, but we get the 1-0 win. The Caden Jackson and Reggie Stone show continues. It is good stuff, as Bryn Morris says he's considering his future. Rely on you when it matters, mate. You're a big player, a crucial player. You do get your fair share of game time, I've got to say, Bryn, but he is out of contract very soon. Is that him telling him maybe he wants to leave at the end of it? As in fact, I'm not really going to use him in this team as well, so maybe he's got the right to be a bit angry. We're going to change it completely. Actually, Gleno shouldn't be in there as well. Walsh is at the moment, because we've got an injury to one of our centre-backs, so he's got to. Any more players that could do with some fitness? I mean, it's hard to slip him on here, Ollie Lee. I might just do it. I might just drop Bryn Morris altogether. Jasper Moon, the backup centre-back. Of course, still training Maguire Drew up front, and Giabi getting a start. All these players that are on the fringes are getting a start. Walsh, of course, is maybe the first team player that's in it, as Exeter. We had the brilliant game in the playoffs against them. They've got the full team out. We want to go for this trophy, but still using the reserves. As it's a 1-1 draw, not bad. Collins and Maguire Drew probably should see us through with 4 points. Don't quote me on that, though. Is the matches rescheduled? It's not saying anything, as you'll do for me, Jordan Maguire Drew. Felt like he'll let you down, David Drew. Don't pressure yourself. I think it is maybe a loan spell we look for him, just because we don't play the position he plays in. It is quite difficult when that's the case, as I'm going to have to go to this team. Bryn Morris is fully unfit now. He's going to need more bench appearances. In fact, Niall Marr is almost back as well, which is a good thing. Very, very good thing, as I'm going to put Headley on the bench for Cropper. Did get his some game time against Port Vale, or do we put him on? No, I'm going to go with Headley. I do enjoy Headley. Needs a lot more sharp fitness. Not much sharp fitness in many of us players, as we're going to keep going with it. See how it goes for this one against Cheltenham Town. They are down there. 2 messages, which of course is Niall Marr and Stewart, who's in the academy. Ooh, Liam Cullen's asking to play. I'm going to say it's a team game. You'll probably get on off the bench, as this is away at the Is it the Johnny Rocks or Johnny Robbins Stadium? They are called the Robins. I don't know. How's it going to be? 5 at the back like us. A 1-1 draw. Not the worst, but yet again, another game unbeaten as Norton scores for them. And Harry Clifton just after the hour mark. We'll take it. We will take it and run with it, as that is the 3 games simulated today. It's gone pretty well for us as Stuart, 60 rated in the academy. Do we promote him? Go on then. I'm going to do it as there are currently 2... He was currently too young. Oh, he's 15-year-old. Well, still, that's a good thing because it means more time to develop in the academy. In position as Reggie Stone, though, which is annoying as we go into some big games. I just saw it said, what's his face? Allsop just knocked the microphone as well. Allsop is actually a clean sheet holder so far in the league. Very good stuff. As you can see, next time out, we've got MK Dons, Burton a big game, Mansfield a big game, Peterborough and Blackpool as Tranmere. Is that the FA Cup? I'm going to take it as it is the FA Cup, the league below. If it's the Papa John's, maybe we have a chance in this trophy. I can check actually, can't I? As you can see, still second in the division by a point, which is good stuff. We could have gone in front of Barnsley, that means, as the Papa John's trophy. It is that competition. We're into the knockout rounds, which is very nice. You're going to see how we can do in these. Really a nice thing to get through in. Maybe we go for it. As thank you guys for watching this episode, however. It unfortunately has come to an end. 6 games have got completed. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you don't miss anything in the future. As I will see you guys all in the next episode of this series. Take care of yourself, guys. That's what I meant to say. In a bit. And peace.